April, May, including the month of June. So, if you guys feel like this resonates for you and you like to listen to the rest of the reading, then click the link in the description box below and you can watch from July through to December and see how the rest of your year will pan out for you. I hope this is helpful for any of you out there. You are welcome to leave a comment in the comment section below. And until we start the June readings, guys, enjoy. Take care. Talk to you
Okay,
soon.
Pisces. So now we're looking at your second quarter, and that is April, May, June 2020. This is going to be, and I think, it's a good thing that you're looking at this ahead of time, because I would say the second quarter, we don't know what the full scope of your year will turn out to be, but at least we know that the second quarter is a month that you should prepare for, right? Because things are going to be changing out of your control. All right. And whatever moves you've made, you may not be expecting things to kind of result in the way that it might show up for you in the second quarter. Now, I have to say that there's going to be some type of change. Someone could lose their job, right? There can be a laying off or a cut in some kind of way, which may be difficult to accept or to deal with. Walking away, moving at this time, second quarter, may be a bit more difficult. You may find yourself spending more than you expected. You may find that it's just completely impossible to do so for whatever reasons. It could be things that we know it's out of your control, but it may be things that is happening directly around you or outwardly, like in the world. I don't know, but I just know that for some of you, travel, and this is not to say, change your whole life but just be prepared. If you've already booked something, if you already have certain times slated, if things were to happen, try to prepare as much as possible for unexpected situations, because whatever this tower moment is going to be, something unexpected that you're not expecting to happen, that maybe there was a possibility, yay or nay, it can happen, maybe it may not happen. There's going to be a repercussion of something that may or may not be possible in happening. And that will be a bit difficult to handle. Okay. And I get, again, either being laid off or something being taken away from you, or cut, something that you have to kind of accept that's going to be cut out of your life, or some effects of some things ending in your life. Now you're feeling the effects of it, or you're having to deal with the effects of that. Home life, I would say, is pretty good. Okay. Some of you're okay, especially if you're a Pisces woman. I feel like the feminines here are doing okay for themselves, but we'll get into a certain area that may be a bit difficult for Pisces women. But when it comes to home life, I feel like Pisces women are pretty strong. You're standing pretty good financially for yourself as well, too. You may have a good savings, or you may do okay for yourself in your own business. Like, you're okay. And again, around you, you may feel like you can see the love. You may get a lot more love and care and appreciation from people around you in your home life. And I do feel like some of you may have felt like you've made the right decision, either by staying where you are or moving. So that seems to be good, but there's a staying put and trying to stay out of the fray. It's trying to stay out of a situation that could become a bit problematic. And if there's something that shows up that could be problematic, Pisces, I feel like a lot of you are going to do what is necessary to remain at peace. So you will say, okay, you want that, here, you take it, I'll stay, because you just want to stay in a place of peace. And I think that that's really smart for any of you that's going to do that second quarter. Walking away from a situation, because again, there's that peace thing, wanting to just be at peace and not create any problems or any drama. So kind of not creating it. Something could come about even if you're not wanting it. Okay. So kind of, I would be very money conscious coming out of the first quarter, going into the third quarter. Prepare for anything to kind of come about. Right. And there is going to be some disappointment. It also could be some distance between you and another. And some of you may feel like there's really nothing that you can do to satisfy someone. So if you have a mate or someone in your life that is going through hard times, you may find it very difficult to try to help them along. Doesn't matter what you give them. Nothing may be able to satisfy them. Nothing may be able to satisfy you because of something that has happened around you. Okay. And someone may come in There could be someone that's coming in to try to help with that. I feel like whoever's around you, if it is you that's being affected by a situation and it's hard for you to kind of deal with it or accept it, someone could be around you to try to help you along with it, but it will be difficult. Okay. This person won't push you. They won't force you. They won't fight you, but they will be there at the ready when you need them to kind of spring to action. Okay. And also I feel that if you've been trying to avoid, because we saw last quarter that the first quarter, that male energy could have been a challenge. And that's for any of you Pisces listening to this. Male energy could be a challenge. You male Pisces could be a challenge to someone, or you may be yourself challenged within in certain areas of your life. If that is the case, if it is you, and it can be home life. I don't feel like it's home life, because you guys will kind of, accept things for what it is, good, bad, or indifferent, but you're going to still move forward. I feel like if it's happening to you, someone's going to move forward. If you've been having any difficulty with another person in the past, you may. Now let's look at your finances. Let me go back a little bit, because as you guys are coming out of the second quarter, going into the third quarter, you're going to try your best to remain balanced. You're going to try your best to avoid any problematic situations. Guys, I do apologize. I cannot control the noise of the animal outside. So please, I hope that is not bothering anyone. Maybe I'm the only person that hears it, but if you do, my apologies. But it doesn't belong to me. So let's look at I wanted to say that you guys are really balanced, or you're trying to remain balanced throughout this 3-month period, and try not to result to any heavy drinking, anything that isn't going to do anything for you, but make you feel bad afterward, right? Maybe, going into sexual experiences, that sort of thing. And I feel like just don't go into your shadow side. Try to remain pure, because you're going to do a good job at it, but what to tell end of it, you may fall prey to something. You'll cut it though. You'll get clarity and say, you know what, I'm bigger than, I'm stronger than this. I'm not going to do this. So you'll cut it out either before you fall completely into it. You'll get a handle on it, but try to avoid it altogether. Obviously, this is why you listen to this, so that you can kind of forearm yourself, be forearmed, and therefore be forewarned, and therefore arm yourself with the right tactics to avoid situations. Now, when it comes to your finances, definitely be conservative. I think you're okay to be able to pay your bills and get yourself through, but just be very conscious, because you may find like I'm tapped 1 or maybe all 4 months or 3 to 4 months, you may find like, financially, I'm a little strapped, I'm holding tightly, and you may feel like a lot of things are coming at you at once. It could be a big payment that you didn't see coming. It could be, this job ending that you did not see coming. Something may change that really is going to affect you. So please, if you can, be as conservative and prepare for this April, May, and June time frame. Okay. I think that, if you guys start now on the first quarter end and try to find a way to get more streams of income, like get another job or get an actual job, or if you have a business, try to roll out another stream of income. That'll help you, definitely. I do see another opportunity coming for you. So start working on that now, just to try to safeguard yourself. Now, when it comes to love, well, you single Pisces, remember in the first quarter, I was saying that some of you are not sure if you want to give someone a chance, because possibly past relationships have been very difficult and has challenged your trust. Well, it looks like someone has broken through. They broken through the mold. Someone makes you feel like it's quite worth it now. And you really feel happy now. This is a very divine situation. So this is karmic, right? This person coming into your life is very karmic. It's divine. For some of you, it is to play out some karmic debts to one another, some lessons that the two of you will teach one another, and it could have a lot to do with a family dynamic, right? So some of you may mirror each other in your family dynamic, and I feel like this person will have a great way to affect you in a positive way, especially if it is a female, if you Pisces men out there, but it could very well be a male as well. It could go either way. We obviously see Leo here being very prominent in this reading, but it could be any sign. So I do feel like for some of you, you are taking on a new individual. This person could have come out of nowhere. You may choose, like, yeah, I was dating a couple of people, but this person here, it's like hands down, no one, compares to them. And I may have held off for quite some time, but I can't anymore. It's gotten the best of me, but make sure that this is coming from a very healthy place, right? Make sure that it's not coming from a place where you find yourself feeling like you are giving too much to someone, or that, you're giving your power over to them. If the person has any, what do you call them? If they have any vices, that you're not taking those vices on. Just be very conscious that you're still independent, right? And that they are putting in you healthy situations and nothing challenging, or you're not coming from a place of just a sex-based relationship, that sort of thing. No obsession and control is being involved in this relationship. I do feel like if you notice those red flags, you will check it, or someone will check you. But it looks like this is a possibility that you and this person can go quite the distance. You are dealing with someone who is very much egotistical. I have to tell you that this person likes a lot of attention. They do get attention, but for some of you, they like your attention specifically. And this is someone who may travel quite a bit, or you may find the person that you're starting to see in 2020, they now travel quite a bit. Or this person that you just met, they may live at a distance from you. So there's a lot of driving to and from to see one another is what it looks like. But definitely this looks like there can be a great new opportunity with you and someone. Just make sure that you check any previous issues that you fell prey to before at the door. Now, you Pisces who are in a love couple relationship, I definitely see divorce. Someone may up and just leave in order to avoid any problematic situations. You've wanted to kind of disconnect from this relationship for quite some time yourself, but you have been mulling over, should I not? You or another person, it can go vice versa, and bam, it happened, right? There's been heartache and pain, possibly three-party situation going on for quite some time, because someone is just very egotistical. They can never get enough of anything, and here they are again, back out fulfilling themselves in one way or another. I do feel like some of you have come to the understanding that you're accepting the fact that either maybe everything people have told you about this person, now you're starting to see it's true. Maybe for some of you, there could have been where you were once the outside party. Now the two of you are in a relationship, and now they're showing themselves to be the same that they were in the past to someone else. Maybe you're starting to see and realize and accept the fact that this person is falling in love with someone, and two of you live together right in front of your face. And that's why they've been holding back. That's why they've not been very respondent to you. Whatever the situation is, Pisces, it's kind of now you're forced to kind of deal with the effects of having to settle the situation once and for all. And it may have to do with living situations, home life, marriage. And I feel for some of you, there is going to be an opportunity to be amicable, but that may fall prey or fall through to some control issues that you and this person may suffer from very much, and wanting to remain in control. But it basically will either come down to the court's decision, or someone will get very clear. Now, be careful if you're the person that's coming from a place where you're being manipulated and persuaded, right? Someone's trying to really play nice to you, play up to you. Someone has a motive, okay? So be very careful with that. I do feel like you'll get clear about it, but just make sure it's not too late before you get clear. Sometimes that can be a Pisces challenge, that everything is so fuzzy and hazy and the fog is so thick until they're past it. And then it's like, now you saw what you should have seen during the whole situation. So I would say get counsel if counsel is necessary. Absolutely. If you don't feel like, and please, whatever you do, Pisces, if this is your situation and you feel stuck and trapped, this is not the time. This is the time for you to get clarity. Even if there is a person just up and disappears, whatever the situation is, see clear and see through it. And I do feel like the great thing I do see here is the Ace of Swords going into the third quarter, because that shows me that you guys will have some form of clarity. You will, It is a justice that you get. It is a victory, but it is through clarity. It's through cutting something out. It's having to sacrifice something, having to let something go for something else. So for all of you, it's not going to be a divorce or a breakup, but it may be having to settle a situation, right? Having to get very clear about where you stand in your relationship and having to cut out possibly a third party situation, making a person know that, listen, yes, you're your own person. I respect you as that. I do, cater to you. I want to be respected for that. I want to be acknowledged for that. So needing to balance the scales and speaking a very strong truth could very well change the relationship for the better. Okay, so now all of you could be a negative or a finite in your relationship, but it definitely speaks to the second quarter, there being truths having to come out and someone not tolerating this unequalness. Things have to be very equal and balanced, and both parties have to come from a place where they feel like they're valued and they're heard and that they're also appreciated. And so the second quarter will be a good time to do just that, because a situation is going to present itself where it can no longer be ignored and it has to be addressed. That's your second quarter. Now let's look at your third.